This is a second trimester history exam. Number 1. America's Industrial Revolution began to take root or grow in what part of the country? New England or the Northeast United States, the West, California, New Mexico, the South, the Great Lakes region. Number 2. Who invented the cotton gin? Samuel Slater, Eli Whitney, Samuel Morse, Thomas Edison. Number 3. What called for a tariff and internal improvements to stimulate or help growth of American industries? It was proposed by Henry Clay. National Bank, Embargo Act, Alien Act, American System. Number 4. Who was one of the chief supporters of state sovereignty or states' rights? Daniel Webster, John C. Calhoun, Henry Clay, John Adams. Number 5. Who was the leader who tried to resolve sectional disputes by compromise? Mr. Kumbaya or the Band-Aid Man? Henry Clay, Daniel Webster, John C. Calhoun, James Monroe. Number 6. The revolution that changed the way people work was the technology revolution, modern revolution, machinery revolution, industrial revolution. Number 7. The 1824 presidential election did not have a clear winner. The election was eventually decided by political parties, in the House of Representatives, by the popular vote, by the Electoral College. Number 8. What did Andrew Jackson successfully destroy or get rid of in his battles with Nicholas Biddle and Henry Clay? Manifest Destiny, the American System, the Factory System, the National Bank of the United States. Number 9. The court case that was ruled in favor of the Cherokee was Jackson versus Georgia, Marbury versus Madison, Worcester versus Georgia, Ogden versus Gibbons. Number 10. Which president's popularity with the common man changed politics in America? Andrew Jackson, John Q. Adams, Martin Van Buren, William H. Harrison. Number 11. What act of Congress ordered Native Americans to move off their lands? Relocation Act, Alien Act, Naturalization Act, Indian Removal Act. Number 12. How did John Tyler become president? By winning the Electoral College. President Harrison died, winning the popular vote. He was appointed by the Senate. Number 13. Which president grew up as an orphan and in poverty? John Quincy Adams, James K. Polk, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren. Number 14. Who won the 1828 election? James K. Polk, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren. Number 15. A government permit to operate the Bank of the United States was called a charter, loan, license, permit. Number 16. What allowed both the U.S. and Great Britain to settle and claim the Oregon Country? Spoils system, American system, rendezvous, joint occupation. Number 17. What was not part of James K. Polk's war plan? Convert Mexicans to Protestants, drive Mexicans from the Texas border, seize or take over California and New Mexico, capture Mexico City. Number 18. Which group took the law into their own hands in the Gold Rush Society? Mormons, miners, merchants, vigilantes. Number 19. What philosophy meant the United States was set apart to extend its boundaries all the way to the Pacific Ocean? Christianity, manifest destiny, republicanism, federalism. Number 20. What river did the U.S. claim was the border with Mexico after Texas was annexed or added? The Rio Grande River, Nueces River, Mississippi River, Potomac River. Number 21. Who led the Mormon immigration to the Great Salt Lake area? Levi Strauss, Joseph Smith, Brigham Young, Jim Bridger. Number 22. Who constructed or built the first mechanical reaper? Cyrus McCormick, Levi Strauss, John Deere, Samuel Morse. Number 23. Workers formed what with other workers with the same skills and jobs? Political parties, churches, social clubs, trade unions. Number 24. Samuel Morse created a system that helped transmit signals using what apparatus or what device? Railroads, telephone, Snapchat, telegraph. Number 25. Shortage of what would have devastating consequences for the South during the Civil War? Railroads, canals, roads, trees. Number 26. What large group of Southerners owned small farms of about 50 to 200 acres? Plantation owners, sharecroppers, yeomen, merchants. Number 27. Who led a group of enslaved African Americans or slaves in a rebellion against slaveholders in 1831? Frederick Douglass, Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, John Brown. Number 28. Why did a large number of immigrants from Ireland come to the United States in the mid-1800s? There were political problems at home, to escape famine or disease, a great deal on passenger rates, for religious freedom. Number 29. What made it a crime to teach slaves or enslaved persons to read or write? Slave codes, the First Amendment, Indian Removal Act, Alien Act. Number 30. Mountain men made their living primarily by farming, trapping and guiding, soldiers, mining. Number 31. These new towns were created almost overnight during the gold rush. Hop towns, mine towns, boom towns, 49er towns. Number 32. He created the Cherokee alphabet. Osceola, Sequoia, John Ridge, Major Ridge. Number 33. The route the Cherokee tribe had to walk on their way west became known as the Oregon Trail, the Trail of Sorrows, the Trail of Death, the Trail of Tears. Number 34. The practice of replacing government employees with the winner's supporters is called the spoils system, the Electoral College, caucus, the American system. Number 35. Henry Clay worked out the Missouri Compromise, which did what? Allowed Missouri and California into the Union, allowed Missouri and Texas into the Union, allowed Missouri and Maine into the Union, created the spoils system. Number 36. Which canal connected Buffalo and Albany, New York? Ohio Canal, American Canal, National Canal, Erie Canal. Number 37. The Cherokee, Creek, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw were known as the five civilized tribes, Tribal Alliance, the Southern Confederacy, the Fierce Tribes. Number 38. The network of escape routes out of the South for enslaved people was the Escape Network, Route to Freedom, North Star Route, Underground Railroad. Number 39. Who was a famous conductor on that famous escape route from the above question? Sarah Grimke, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Nat Turner. Number 40. Why did Andrew Jackson not support allowing Texas into the Union? He hated Texans. It was unfair to Mexico. He wanted California first. It would upset the balance in Congress. Number 41. The mainland United States reached its present size with the Gadsden Purchase, Adams-Onis Treaty, Oregon Treaty, Louisiana Purchase. Number 42. Members of the Know Nothing Party were also known as dimwits, nativists, yeomen, rancheros. Number 43. To put pressure on employers or bosses, workers sometimes staged blank by walking off the job to get their demands met. Plays, lawsuits, strikes, riots. Number 44. Most enslaved people or slaves on plantations worked as maids and butlers, blacksmiths, carpenters, field hands. Number 45. What were people who went to California during the gold rush of 1849 called? Gold boomers, trailblazers, 49ers, gold bugs. Number 46. What symbol did the Whigs, including William H. Harrison, adopt from the election of 1840? The log cabin, a pocket watch, turkey, elephant. Number 47. Which road connected Ohio with the East? Native Road, the National Road, Yellow Brick Road, Colonial Road. Number 48. As political differences began to fade away with the election of President Monroe, a Boston newspaper called these years what? The era of Jedi, the era of good feelings, the era of the Federalists, the era of Monroe. Number 49. What was the name of the pioneer trail that began in Missouri and crossed the Great Plains to the Oregon Territory? The Pioneer Trail, Missouri Trail, Dragon Trail, the Oregon Trail. Number 50. What did the thriving economy of the South depend on? Tobacco, slavery, rice, railroads.